After 3 fantastic days in the town of Santa Barbara, we decided it was time to go out and visit the outer Catalina Island. So here we are leaving Santa Barbara. There's Marty at the wheel, Santa Barbara in the background. We started out kind of cautiously. We just had a reef main and a staysail, and once we got out into the channel, the wind actually dropped off a little bit, and we had probably 12 to 15 knots all the way across. One last shot of Santa Barbara in the background. We just had a great time there. Here we are probably about mid-channel. You can see the boat. We're on a broad reach, probably doing about 7, 7.5. As we got further out, it got a little bit foggy and overcast. It's always much cooler up there than it is down in Southern California. Here's Marty. She's got on her Russian Cossack hat with the big floppy ears. It's all heavy fur. She's got her ski mittens on. She's all toasty and warm. This is looking aft. We got the reef main and 2 headsails up. The boat's doing quite nicely. We're getting closer to the island. There's Marty. She sights land, and she's still at the wheel there. I call her my autopilot. You can see now there's the east end of Santa Cruz Island. We're about still 6 or 7 miles out. This is looking up Santa Cruz Island to the west. This is looking over Marty's shoulder. She's just right on course. You give her a course, man, she locks in on it. We're approaching the east end now of Santa Cruz Island. That's Anacapa down there to the leeward, down to the east. As we got close in, it just got fantastic. The sun came out, the wind dropped off. It probably got up to about 85 degrees. We dropped the sails, motored on into Smuggler's Cove, dropped the anchor, got out the cocktails and had a couple cocktails and just had a wonderful, fantastic evening at Smuggler's Bay on Santa Cruz Island. We departed at 0600 the next morning. We had about 45 miles to go. So soon we had all sail set. We're doing about 8 knots towards Santa Barbara Island, about 45 miles away. There's my autopilot. You love that hat, don't you?
It's nice and warm.
You could start flapping those ears. You could probably fly like old Dumbo the elephant. What do you think? You're making the landfall on your watch. Pretty exciting, huh?
Good.
How about that? There really was an island out there.
Yeah, good thing. I'm glad.
Man, you look like such a dork, you can't believe it.
I'm warm.
You're warm, that's the main thing. She's warm. About an hour out of Santa Barbara Island, the wind got light, so we turned on the engine and motored on up to the island. One thing really neat about the island is on the north end of the island, there's a big cave that goes right through, and you can see right through the whole end of the island. It's really very pretty. That's great, just hold that, that's beautiful. What's the water depth?
30. Right on.
Here's the chart of Santa Barbara Island. It's a small island, only about a mile across. You anchor on the eastern side and you have good protection from westerly winds. This is where all the sea lions live, up on the side of the mountain. They're out fishing right now, but at night they come home and they go up the side of the mountain. Hear that noise out there? That's the Navy firing. Hear them? Pretty good drink, huh?
Very good drink.
Is the blowhole gonna blow?
It's beautiful here.
I know, but is it gonna blow for my picture?
I hope so.
So Marty, what's for dinner?
having spaghetti.
Spaghetti, oh wow.
Perfect dinner for a night.
So you like being out here at Marine Land of the Pacific, huh?
This is better than Marine Land.
Is this great? Cormorants, sea lions, seals, blowholes. Ooh, that looks good. That looks great. You putting the sauce on right now, huh?
Right.
All right. The sun is setting and the sea lions are barking. Tomorrow morning we're going to be off to Catalina Island. Coffee's starting to perk. It's coffee time on Anita. Now how is that for a big ball of seaweed? You got your sou'wester on. That's what that hat is called.
I do.
The
We had
old,
a little bit of rain last
the old
night.
Gloucester fisherman, that was the hat they used to wear. How did you like getting that anchor up? Man, that was about as stuck as it's ever been.
Right, and lots of seaweed.
Lots. I mean, there was 1,000 pounds of seaweed on that anchor. My goodness.
I know.
That took a lot of cutting.
Job.
All right, anyway, we're going to sneak on up to the blowhole here and get a couple more pictures.
All right.
You look great. The yellow hat matches the yellow band on your jacket. You're totally styling.
I'm prepared.
You're
just
prepared.
in case.
What do you think of this weather? It's hot.
I don't know.
Had a squall come through here last night. All kinds of excitement. Good thing we didn't have to leave in the middle of the night with that anchor stuck.
Feels like the tropics.
It does feel like the tropics. Hot, sticky, thunderstorm warnings. My goodness. Well, there's Santa Barbara Island falling astern. We've gone a course of 090, heading for Catalina Island. I got my autopilot on. A little misty out here. Occasional light rain. Totally what Southern California needs. Got a reef in the main. Just a precaution. You can always take it out, but it's tough putting them in. This is really simple. You take a slice of bread, put a hole through the middle of it, put a little butter on the frying pan, turn it down low, crack an egg in the middle. When it's about half done, you flip it, and you've got a yummy kind of a poached egg on toast, but it's sort of a fried egg on toast. You don't want to over fry it, keep it a little runny. It comes out great. Alright, you can see Santa Barbara Island right here. And we've been out here all morning going to Catalina, so that's what we're doing right now. On our way to Catalina, we got this great school of porpoise. Look at these guys. Look at their flapping their tail, and they actually herd fish that way. You hardly ever see them do that. This was a great school of porpoise. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Okay, we're approaching the west end of Catalina Island. It was a Sunday afternoon. That was a sailboat on its way over to Catalina Harbor. We're off the west end of the island right now. And the wind was freaky. We got really strong southerly breezes coming right over the island here. It was probably gusting there 15, 20 knots. There's the Catalina Flyer out of Newport Beach taking kids over to the Boy Scout camp. And there's Lion's Head going around the corner there into the isthmus. And here's a beautiful boat called Juno. And that's White's Cove. All right, I did a little fishing there at sunset. We're going to leave the next day. So anyway, we do real well catching fish. We cast and crank them in. There's White's Cove Monday morning, quite a few boats there. We were anchored down there a little bit. Here's Marty. We're getting ready to take off. It's her turn to push the button and my turn to flake the chain. So she likes that. Usually she's down in the forecastle flaking the chain, but it's my turn. That's that LaFrance windlass. We love that. That thing works great. It's now 3 years old. We're under power now, leaving White's Cove or Moonstone. That's Ipanema. We had a nice breeze back. Probably doing about 7 knots. You can see we're cutting a nice little bow wave. The little boat really has a bone in its teeth. Anyway, we're heading for Newport Beach. We arrived about 4 hours later. We're coming into the harbor, and we just had a great trip. My captain, the fearful voyage is done. The ship has weathered all the storms. The prize we sought is won. How about that? Great trip, huh? 11 days. Fantastic food.
So much fun.
Good weather.
Flying fish.
A little
Blue whale.
squalls out of Santa Barbara Island.
Yep.
Sea lions.
All good.
Dolphin. Flying fish on deck.
Fun.
Got kidnapped, taken out to an avocado grove, given a bunch of avocados. Too much fun.
We made new friends in Ventura.
We like Ventura. We'll go back there for sure.
Okay.
All right.
That was fun.
That's a promise.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. All the cookies are gone.
Oh, I guess we had to come back then.
Cut.